Well, guys, it's Connor O'Neill from Team here. Here is Barry McGuinness, who has just topped the original. You came 8th place, didn't you, Barry?
Aye.
What are you playing?
Paleozoic frogs.
Alright, do you want to get into the deck list here?
Not particularly, but sure.
Oh, well.
Okay, 3 swap frog. Goo. 3 jib frog and 2 running totem. Pretty much what everyone's playing these days. That's all you need. 2 max C, because I draw it when I need it.
Did you ever have to overlay it?
Did I? I think I did once, but it didn't really change the game state because I was in a losing position regardless. 2 Pot of Desire, because it's Pot of Desire. Although I pretty much banished Ronin Totem every time I resolved it, so, but I can see why it's good. So that's it for the monsters and spells, and the rest are traps. So we have 3 of the Karma Cut for Paleozoic, pretty good. Gets rid of, can also hit spells and traps as well, which is really good for the deck. Speaking of which, the MST for the deck as well gets rid of a spell or trap card, pendulum card, things like that. This card, literally, I only saw this card in one matchup, which was the Magic Spectre matchup, which when I couldn't target any card they had, basically. I can see why it's useful, but it is probably one of the better Paleozoic cards, but it didn't really do much for me today. Paleozoic Pikaia, we'll call it that. Pikaia, yeah. The draw card of the deck, it's okay. Didn't find it that useful because I wanted to keep a lot of cards in my hand. But again, I can see why it's useful. And then the last one sends a trap card from the deck to the graveyard as well. This one here was basically used just to activate and get one from the grave, but also it sent Mischief of the Gnomes and my Breakthrough skill as well. So those were all pretty good. So I think that was 14 overall for the Paleozoic cards.
Let's get into our standard traps.
Yeah, 3 strike. It worked out very well today, as I'm sure you can imagine. With 1 warning, so the Solemn Brigade, a wee bit broken since Judgment got banned, but sure. So yeah. Jar of Greed, I played 3. I only had 1, so I did play 3. I wanted to play Legacy, but I didn't have any, but soon they will be here. There you go. Very good. It's any trap like this here, you just activate, and you can bring 1 straight from the grave. So anything you can activate whenever you want. Same for Reckless Greed. Didn't draw this in multiples, unfortunately. I only ever got to resolve 1 at a time, but sure. C'est la vie. Wabaku, pre-errata versions. Just protects your monsters from battle, because your monsters aren't actually that strong. They're just, he just has a great effect. Yeah. It's just not very strong. So if you can protect them for the turn, you're most likely going to be able to get over anything. Storming Mirror Force ×2. I put this in just to protect myself from battle. It worked out quite well actually in the ABC matchup, because I can't really do much to respond to it. Didn't actually play anything else. I don't think it came up against anything else, to be honest. And then Breakthrough skill just to send off the trap. I think I used this a few times actually against any gadget that were summoned. I drew it quite a lot there. And then Compulsory. This is just 1-for-1 removal. Basically everything's an XYZ these days or something that takes a few resources to get out. So to be honest, this card worked out pretty well as well when I used it.
Is there anything else you'd like to change in the main deck, or?
Well, these Pot of Desires came courtesy of Dave, so they're going back to him. So I'll probably have to put in something else to get make those. The cards I'm considering, I only actually got the deck the morning of the tournament and had never played it before, so let's see, maybe the draw card cut down to 1. Not really sure, other than that I haven't tested enough to.
About Dimensional Barrier, do you think of it in the deck?
Here, Connor, let's look under this mat for money, because I don't have much of that these days. But if I had Dimensional Barrier, I would play it. Of course, it's probably one of the best cards at the minute. I'd probably main it as well.
Shall we get into the extra deck then?
Yep. So we have the main man. I think I summoned him once or twice every turn. So yeah,
I can imagine.
He's just broken. My favourite archetype is actually frogs. Well, Burning Abyss, you may know me from other videos such as Burning Abyss, but yeah, this card just makes duels a lot easier than they should be, to be honest. This card as well is ridiculous. I never realised how useful and how well it's provided OTKs, since you can activate the traps from the hand.
You can also search out your removal.
Yeah, and also it can't be affected by monster effects as well, so that's actually really, really good. Same applies to this one. Although I didn't actually know this one was 3 level 2s until I read it properly again. But yeah, don't worry, I didn't cheat. But yeah, it's really good as well. It's basically on your opponent's turn. So those were the 2 Paleozoic monsters. Diagosto Phoenix just aids in OTKs with Cat Shark. So double 3k attack. It's really, really good. So I don't have a Cat Shark. I had to borrow that off someone as well. This thing, number 45, didn't use it. Didn't need it. Sky Cavalry, I didn't use it. I can see, but I would definitely keep it in. Then I played Shining Elf. Now, this came in useful once because I stole a Magispector trap card, and he is a spellcaster wind monster to use with the trap card, so I actually got use of the trap card later on. So he actually did work out surprisingly well at the end. Not much really I would change next deck. I also have Dante and this ABC Buster Dragon, and he's in there because I always use him, and he's there for cherries. So, yeah. Speaking of cherries,
Get into the side deck now?
yes. 3 cherries. I don't know about this card, to be honest. I only really had it for the Burning Abyss and the ABC matchup. And to be honest, ABC matchup, this card is
Just a whole lot better.
yeah, it's a whole lot better. So I probably would take these out, or at least cut it down. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it that much. That card there just regs ABCs. Although, funnily enough, the time I drew it against ABCs, the guy only had like 2 machine monsters the whole duel because he couldn't get much going. So, but yeah, it's definitely needed. I then Soul Release ×2. I put this in basically just for the mirror match. Play this, banish all their Paleozoic trap cards. Not going to do much. Yeah, can't summon anything. Even for other matchups that are really random. Even Burning Abyss, for example, get rid of the main cards, Dante's, things like that, and the
Stuff they can see her back.
yeah, anything like that. It's really, really good. Twin Twister ×2. Did I say this? I think I only needed to decide it once or twice, and I saw it once, and they only had 1 spell or trap, so it didn't really work out. But I'll still keep it in. I don't know. I might switch it for MST. I'm not sure. And then this card just wrecks Pendulum decks if you see it. So I don't need to explain this card that I'm putting in the side deck. Ray Free Skull was for any Denkos, things like that, to be sent to the grave, because as I said, you have the trap card that sends 1 straight to the grave. A Mischief of the Gnomes as well reduces anything by 1, so you're going to stop an XC deck, BA. Even for the ABC matchup, they can't go into their rank 4s, so that's pretty much the deck in a nutshell.
Oh, thank you very much, Barry. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment.
No baller, lad. Bye bye.
Bye.